Cutting across to Prime Minister Narendra Modi there on a 3-day vaccine tour. It's currently underway. Prime Minister Modi has just landed at the Serum Institute, Pune. Will review the vaccine manufacturing at the facility. Serum is working on Covishield vaccine along with Oxford University. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi reviewed the development process of drug maker's COVID vaccine candidate, ZyCoV-D. After Ahmedabad, Prime Minister Modi visited Bharat Biotech plant in Hyderabad. The company is working on Covaxin, pitched as India's first indigenous vaccine candidate. After his hour-long visit to the facility there, Prime Minister is now in Pune, where Serum Institute of India is situated. The institute has partnered with global pharma giant AstraZeneca and Oxford University for a COVID vaccine. Prime Minister Modi is expected to review the status of Covishield, including its launch, production and distribution mechanisms during the visit.
India's journey in the Atmanirbhar Bharat, the scientists, 1,800 of them, and 25,000 plus Zydens are continuously thriving and working for providing safe and efficacious vaccine, better COVID treatment and diagnostics. I want to wish you all healthy life, and I would request all of you to wear mask and maintain social distance.
Well, Serum Institute is a pioneer institute as far as vaccinology is concerned in India, and they have got extensive stock of this vaccine as of now. Now, with this particular background, that huge stock is already available. So as soon as they get the permission to go further, they will be able to supply this vaccine for India and for some other countries also. Now, what they are doing are essentially phase 2, phase 3 study. Now, phase 2, phase 3, when it comes, it means that, well, the vaccine will, first of all, they will look into the dose that is being used, how effective is that in terms of safety. So safety is the main concern they will be looking for in 1,600 people.
Cutting across to Pankaj Upadhyay, joining us for more from Pune. Pankaj, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has just landed into Pune. He's going to be reviewing the progress of the Covishield vaccine, indigenous here to India. We're looking at Serum Institute boasting about its efficacy rates, its effectiveness. Take us through how much hope can one have in India for getting the vaccine soon and how soon?
Well, Nabila, let me tell you what's happening on ground zero, first of all. Prime Minister Narendra Modi just arrived at the Serum Institute, and there has been a lot of crowd that has gathered here. The local police is having a hard time trying to scatter the people, because in these times of the pandemic, such gatherings can be dangerous. So as you can see all around, many people have gathered here, perhaps anticipating that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to come out of the institute and perhaps wave at them. So this is a sizable crowd that has gathered here, and there is massive police presence all around. As I told you, many people were trying to get to the institute site, but of course they were stopped. The entire area has been cordoned off since the morning hours. We were trying to have a word with the officials, but no officials have come out to give any word as to what sort of a presentation is going to be given to the Prime Minister today. But what has been told to us, that a conference has been organized today inside the Serum Institute, wherein the medical scientists are going to apprise the Prime Minister of the latest about the COVID vaccine that is under production. So the status, the safety, the efficacy, the availability, the time, all these prime questions which are generating a lot of curiosity and are being asked by the Aam Janata today. The Prime Minister is going to be informed about every single detail. Since the officials over the past couple of weeks have been saying that the data that has been collected over the past couple of weeks with regards to the human trials has been very satisfactory, and that today Prime Minister himself flying down to meet the medical scientists, raises a lot of hope among the people. As it is, the theory had been doing the round that perhaps by the year end or the beginning of the next year, this COVID vaccine, which is being produced in partnership among Serum Institute of India, the pharma giant AstraZeneca, and the Oxford University is going to be out very soon. And we've also seen how Prime Minister has been laying stress that as far as the logistics, the production, the delivery goes, that has to be put rigorously in place. So today, he himself coming down, showing so much of interest, says a lot. And this is bound to raise a lot of hope among the people. After his visit is over, perhaps we've been given to understand that he's going to stay inside and meet the medical scientists for over an hour. Once that is over, we'll again try to have a word with the officials. Maybe then we'll get to know as to what the latest developments have been, because for now the Serum Institute officials are not saying anything. There are many questions that have arisen after the AstraZeneca and the Oxford University officials have said that an error had come in with regards to the dosages. So the biggest question right now is whether there is going to be a change in the logistical plan, whether there is going to be a change in the protocol plan in India as well. These are some of the questions which are yet need to be taken cognizance of. But since the morning hours, no officials have come out. So there are certain questions that we will ask. Once the Prime Minister's visit is over, in an hour's time, perhaps there's going to be more clarity whether some official statement is going to be released or not. But right now, the big news remains. Prime Minister of the country, Narendra Modi, himself is at the Serum Institute of India to get the details about the COVID vaccines, which as of now is being viewed that perhaps the biggest news of its time, and the countries world over are viewing India, that perhaps India will be the potential country that will share the good news to the entire world. So all eyes are on this meeting. That Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself has come down. There is great significance to this visit here at the Serum Institute. Serum Institute, of course, we know, is known world over because of the capacity of the production that it really has. For the production and the distribution, it holds the mandate with AstraZeneca and the Oxford University. And all eyes now are going to be on the, if at all there is any official word that comes out after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit here.
Absolutely, Pankaj, here it is a big moment considering the Prime Minister himself has landed at the Serum Institute like he did in Hyderabad as well. He's looking at 3 centers, the laboratories which are currently going through trials of COVID-19 vaccines. It is a big moment for India considering that we're waiting with bated breath, if we must say, for a vaccine to be rolled out, as the country or the globe, even till date, is hit by the pandemic like never before. Here we're looking at Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself overlooking the trials and the phases of trials that currently in the progress of the vaccine there. Right now he's in Pune. Let's take a listen. Akshita Nandagopal tells us about the quick response, India's quick response to COVID-19. What are the measures taken so far? Here's a listen.
The government has now released data on how really it's handled the COVID crisis to claim that it's done a good job when compared to other countries. Let's get you some of those data. So first, the government has highlighted how immediately the government recognized the need to start screening passengers from January. Containment and screening was immediately kicked off when the first case was reported. This was back in January, and January 30th is when the first case was reported. India was among the first few nations to introduce RT-PCR tests as well as rapid antigen tests and thereby ramp up the testing infrastructure in the country. The government has also highlighted that the Prime Minister was quick to take to social media to create awareness about the need to ensure social distancing and to encourage people to ensure social distancing. Also, the government highlighting here that they took steps to create awareness about the need to wear masks and how by March itself, the government had made it mandatory to wear masks in public places. A complete lockdown was imposed for almost 3 months, which the government has maintained was crucial in really controlling the COVID-19 outbreak and ensuring that our healthcare infrastructure was set up and wasn't overburdened immediately after the outbreak of coronavirus.
We're cutting across back to Pankaj Upadhyay, who's joining us from Pune, where Prime Minister Modi is currently present. He's overseeing the progress of the vaccine by Serum Institute. He just moved out of Hyderabad from one laboratory there into another in Pune. Serum Institute has promised, or rather at least indicated, that a vaccine indigenous to India should be rolled out early next year. It's going to be affordable and it's going to be effective. This is what the CEO Adar Poonawalla had said, claiming that the trials to this vaccine is successful so far. Here, Pankaj, Prime Minister himself visiting the progress of the vaccine here, does that give a big boost to these laboratories? Quite naturally it does. But how does this really help in ensuring timely rollout of the vaccines there? Have you heard from the Serum Institute?
Navila, as you rightly pointed out, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself flying down and showing interest will give a lot of boost to the medical scientists here. They will realize that the government perhaps is after them and is encouraging their efforts. The medical scientists have been trying to get this COVID vaccine for months on end. They've been trying hard. They've been working hard day in and day out. And then when you have the head of the state himself flying down to understand what you're doing, to understand what has been the progress made, to give you encouragement, you know, that will give a big boost to the production and the efforts that are being put in by the medical scientists here. Of course, since Serum Institute of India has the responsibility for the production and the distribution, you know, it's a big responsibility. Serum Institute of India is famous, is world famous for the capacity of the vaccine production that it can undertake. And this COVID vaccine, which is being produced in joint partnership, looks very, very promising. One, as you rightly pointed out, on the count that it is going to be affordable. Secondly, the refrigeration point, which was being talked about, it suitably fits in that. And third point, that it is going to be safe. The efficacy point is going to be taken into consideration. My colleague, Pankaj Khelkar, joins me because he has been able to talk to the CEO of the Serum Institute, Adar Poonawalla, over the past couple of days. Pankaj, help us understand, by when will this big news come? Of course, you know, this has generated a lot of curiosity that perhaps by early next year, the rollout could be there. What did Adar Poonawalla tell you? What is his roadmap now? What is he going to tell the Prime Minister today?
See, over here, Prime Minister is not only meeting the senior scientists, but the CEO, that is Adar Poonawalla, as well as...
We're cutting across to Prime Minister Modi there, reaching the Serum Institute, meeting with Adar Poonawalla, the CEO. You see in the visuals there in Pune, Serum Institute. Prime Minister Modi arrives to review the progress of the vaccine there, COVID Shield, which Adar Poonawalla, the CEO of Serum Institute, promises that it's affordable, it's logistically possible, it does not need high temperatures or minus temperatures, it can be kept in moderate temperatures. He also says that it could come out early next year. This is almost a certain word coming in from the Serum Institute itself, and here Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself has landed at the Serum Institute to meet with those behind India's indigenous vaccines. Pankaj, Prime Minister Modi has arrived. He's met with Adar Poonawalla and the family that we saw. He's reviewing the progress of the vaccine. Adar Poonawalla and the shots that we get here, giving him a quick glimpse into the entire laboratory there, it appears. Take us through what you see there. Prime Minister Modi has just arrived.
So, Navila, we are at some distance from the Serum Institute of India. Now, this entire area has been cordoned off, so we are not allowed to go inside right now. Perhaps, as I said, we are hoping that after Prime Minister's visit is over, that is going to be after an hour, that perhaps we will succeed in getting some word from the officials of the Serum Institute. But Pankaj Khelkar is still with me. I think the Prime Minister would want to know about the concern that is being raised by one and all with regards to this so-called error that was announced by AstraZeneca and the Oxford University. What did Adar Poonawalla say? Is there going to be change in the Indian trials as well? And what about the trials that have taken place till now?
See, as of now, the Indian trials are over. The enrollment is over. That means 1,600 volunteers who have been administered with the doses, required doses, are under observation for some days. Their reports are going to be collected over here, and then these reports will be submitted to the Drug Controller of India.
Did he hint that there could be a new fresh trial as well?
So there is no need for fresh trials with the 1,600. volunteers over here. But yes, the AstraZeneca and Oxford University, what they had mentioned, that the efficacy rate is 62 to 90%. So what is that 90%? We had a word with senior scientists who had already worked over here. They are saying that 1.5 dose was administered to some of the volunteers, and that showed the result of 90% efficacy.
And
that
many said that it was administered to the youngsters, and that is why the concern remained. First a half dosage, and then a full dosage, and then the efficacy came to 90%.
Yeah, but the same thing has a silver lining, that yes, a blessing in disguise, that 1.5 dose is going to help in getting 90% efficacy, and that is a good point.
So there is some hope. There is some hope, and that is the reason why Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself is here on a ground zero to give boost to the preparedness program, also to understand if these medical scientists are seeing any problems in their work site. So I think this is a very, very positive news today, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself has taken the efforts to come down and meet these medical scientists who are working day in and day out. And when the partnership says that 90% of efficacy has been reached, I think for now this is a very, very good news. And on top of that, when you have the Serum Institute of India officials saying that the vaccine, once out, once it is on a roll, it is going to be affordable. This is the biggest question that the Aam Janata has been asking. If and when the vaccine comes out, will we be able to afford it? So the Serum Institute says that if all goes fine, once the trials are over and it is out there in the market, it is going to be affordable. It is going to be affordable for the and right now, Nabila, I'm seeing some chopper movement right now over the Serum Institute. We do not know exactly whether this is an indicator that in some time that Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be leaving from there. It could also be a recce of the helicopter that has been undertaken by the helicopters. But the fact remains, officially we've been told that he is going to stay inside the Serum Institute for over an hour. So as I was saying, this is definitely a good move on part of the Prime Minister that he has visited today the Serum Institute of India. This will definitely be a huge boost to the medical scientists who are working on ground zero. And the good news, the positive news, that one, it is going to be affordable for the Aam Janata, and that the refrigeration issue, which has been being talked about so much, will not remain a big hurdle. And of course, that it is going to be safe. The efficacy pointer has also been taken care of. And perhaps